Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
And over the last 4 years, we've been coming to Vegas almost 25 times. And we've learned some money-saving tips along the way, and we want to share them with you.
Let's go.
Here we go.
First tip for you is walk when you can. There's tons to see and do, and it's in a walkable distance.
There's a bus that runs up and down the strip called the Deuce, but we don't recommend it. It can save you money for sure from time to time, but you'll also spend lots of time waiting for it to pick you up and time in traffic while it drops others off.
Download both the Lyft and Uber apps and compare those prices. Most of the time we see that Lyft is the cheapest, but may have less drivers since times may take longer.
Taxis can actually be the cheapest at times. There was one time we went to a show. The Lyft and Uber app was saying that it was around $40, so a lot of times your prices are going to be higher around the time that a show or a concert lets out. But the taxis, if they're just sitting there and traffic is okay, you can actually save money with taxi, whereas a lot of people are going to say bad things about taxis. They're not always bad.
That brings up the next tip about taxis. There is a flat rate from the airport, and it's nice to have because it's quick and you're right there, but it's often a few dollars more than the Uber or Lyft.
Yeah, but for us, we typically do recommend doing the taxi, especially when you first land in Las Vegas. The line is typically not very long, it moves fast, and you don't have to wait around in the steamy parking lot like the Uber and Lyft area. Renting a car is also an option for sure if you expect to be doing lots of stuff off-strip and things that you aren't able to walk to. Keep track of all the places that allow free parking, since you don't want all your money savings to just get spent in gas and parking.
There are also free trams that connect you to several MGM properties.
The Aria tram connects Bellagio, Aria, and Park MGM, and then there's a South tram that connects Excalibur, Luxor, and Mandalay Bay. There's also the monorail, which runs on the east side of the strip and connects many of the Caesar properties from MGM all the way up past Sahara.
There's also a little short tram over at Mirage.
Yes, that'll connect Mirage and Treasure Island. Planning ahead is key to your Vegas trip. You can save a lot of money by looking for deals prior to getting here.
Although last minute can sometimes lead to good deals, it can also lead you to missing out on the one show or reservation you wish you had. So we do suggest plan ahead.
If you know you're going to be in Las Vegas weeks to months ahead of time, you can watch for sales on rooms, shows, flights, whatever.
Black Friday deals are also available in Vegas. This past year we saved up to 50% off on some Cirque du Soleil shows.
Do some research on locations. Understanding where things are can save you a lot of time and can help you plan and be more efficient so you can see more things. Otherwise, if you're going from one end of the strip back and forth off strip, you'll end up spending a lot of time and money on Ubers and Lyfts.
You can definitely overplan a trip to Las Vegas to the point where you're so tied to a schedule you lose all spontaneity, but some planning is actually for the better.
We save a lot of money on not paying for our rooms by utilizing the loyalty program. We do have videos that will go further into this, but here's some of the basics.
If you ask anyone who comes to Las Vegas on a regular basis, the key to saving money on frequent trips is loyalty programs.
This goes for casino and hotel programs that can gain you free or discounted rates for check-in early and late checkout, free parking, room upgrades, even free rooms, food and beverage credits.
For hotel programs, ensure you have signed up for Marriott, Hyatt Hilton, etc. and get nights counted. We also find booking through the hotel directly helps if there are any complications, and they can even help you by offering food and beverage credit and other perks.
While we're talking about hotels, ask for a free upgrade and skip the $20 trick. The $20 trick is basically you slide a $20 bill in between your ID and your credit card and you do some shady, eyeball action and ask for a suite. We don't recommend it. We just ask if there is a free upgrade available. Many times they do have it. Even if it's simply a higher floor or a strip view, they'll do the best that they can. This trip actually, we were booked in a 2-queen room because it was cheaper, and they upgraded us to a king bed. So simple things like that do help.
For casino programs, get a card and use it and attach it to your room reservation. Charging things to your room helps to ensure you get points accounted for.
Also, airline loyalty programs. Since most people are flying into Las Vegas these days, we utilize the United and Southwest programs, and we're able to gain free flights and other perks with it. Food and drink is sort of our specialty, and there's a lot of ways that you can actually save. Now, we don't always follow this advice, but we do know what you're supposed to do.
Convenience does come at a price here in Las Vegas when it comes to food and beverage.
Think the closer to my room, the more expensive everything is. This starts with $15 to $20 waters in your room that are $8 when you go to the Sunrise store inside your casino. That might be just a couple bucks if you make it down to Walgreens, CVS, ABC store.
One exception to this could be if you want to go to the next level and bring your own Keurig for coffee in the morning. Bring some K-cups and even creamer.
Same can be said for alcohol, snacks, and random things that you may need. You can always be able to grab that stuff at a Walgreens, CVS, which is never further than 2 blocks away from most hotels here in Las Vegas. Even things like ibuprofen and Tylenol, which you might need for the next morning.
If you can push back your breakfast to later in the morning, you can do brunch or an early lunch. 2 meals a day can be done and save you money without wanting or needing 3 meals a day.
When eating at a restaurant, cutting out or cutting down on alcohol can save you half your bill depending on how much you plan on drinking. Lots of alcoholic drinks are $15 to $25 at your mid to high-end restaurants on the Strip. When factoring tax and tip, 2 drinks per person can easily add $100 for a couple.
While a fancy craft mix cocktail might sound great, you can often get 2 to 3 beers for the same price at these restaurants. And wine by the glass may net you 2 for the price of 1 as well, as long as you're doing the house wines.
Yes. Don't get the super fancy. Some restaurants may offer a similar lunch menu that generally comes with slightly smaller portions, but also better prices or lunch deals. We love finding these spots to get to try out a place before committing to an expensive dinner option.
Free drinks are often not that free on the casino floor and often not worth it. Count them as bonus drinks, but gambling just to get them is not likely to work out.
Yeah, especially right now in 2024, often when you order your drink, it could easily be 15 to 30 minutes before it arrives. Think about how much time and money you're spending at that slot machine before you decide if that free drink is worth it. Some other money-saving tips as far as food and drink: you can definitely eat off Strip. We have had really good luck with going to the Arts District, and I know others that have great luck going to Chinatown. Now, when you are thinking about that, remember it's probably going to be $10 to $20 each way with an Uber ride, unless you have a car. But there are great value, high quality restaurants available off Strip.
Another great option is that you can share plates. A lot of these serving sizes are relatively large and easily shareable.
Tasting menus is one of those things that's really fun, but often it's a lot of portions and it's a high cost. See if maybe one person can do a tasting menu, the other person can do an entree, and still get to try all the flavors.
If it's your birthday or anniversary, let the hostess know. We've often gotten free desserts or even a free drink.
Yeah, starting you off with a free champagne is always a good start to a dinner. One entree instead of 2 apps sometimes is a better option for what you're craving and cheaper. We've done this before where we didn't like the appetizers, so we just got 1 entree, which was actually a lower cost than if we had gotten 2 appetizers and larger portions.
Also, dine with others so you can try more items and pay less.
We always recommend make friends with people who share food. One big thing that we have really utilized over the years is we will leave our bags at the bell desk.
Yes.
Quite often, whether we are trying to check in early or check in late and the room's not ready or we have to get out of our hotel room, you don't need to be carrying around your suitcases. A nice $5 tip will get your luggage away so that you can go and do a lot of stuff in Las Vegas.
Speaking of, there are lots of free things to do in Vegas, and I mean truly free things. You can go visit the Las Vegas sign.
You can go to the Fremont Street Experience.
You can see the fountains at the Bellagio along with the conservatory.
The Mirage Volcano is on the way out, but it was a great option.
Yes. If you are a window shopper, there are many options for shopping, especially in the Venetian Canal. We really enjoy that area.
Yes, and similar to that, the Roman Forum shops in the Caesars Hotel area.
And these hotels here in Vegas are huge, so just wander through and experience them. You don't have to put money in a machine or stay there to be able to visit them. So wander through each hotel here on the Las Vegas Strip.
And one of the best things you can do here in Las Vegas, watch the people.
That's true.
There is always something going on here in Las Vegas, and you'll probably have a good time watching it.
We hope you've enjoyed our money-saving tips. What tips do you have that we missed out on? Like we said, we've been visiting Vegas a lot, and we could always use another tip.
If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. All our links are down below.
See ya.